Alrighty, is my microphone on? Yes, it is. Okay, let's do this. So, same thing as usual. We're just working on this stuff. So, I'll kind of go into some of the stuff that I did. So, I don't know if I did this on stream. I might have. I kind of forgot. But yeah, I decided because this is using a particle, and because of that, if I rotate this, it kind of, yeah, you can see like these wing parts don't work that well. So what I had to do, I changed it into a texture. Yo, what's up, bro? How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, right now we're just working on the game. And so yeah, I was kind of going to like some of the changes I had to make. So let me go ahead and show kind of what this does. And also this is what I'm going to be working on today. This is the final ability that I'm going to be making. And after that, I have the armor plugin that I have to develop. And then after that, we're just going to spam out a bunch of armor sets. And it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. See, I'm just going to go kind of into the sword ability that I have right now. And I also have a couple different updates I have to, pretty important things I have to make, like what is it, let's see, crafting. No, so there's a crafting bug right now where, well, it's an inventory bug where when I craft an item, there's a chance that it doesn't give the item to me. I'm not exactly sure what causes it, but I'll just try and fix it. But yeah, let's go into the Dragonite Katana sword real quick. So if I go ahead and pull it out, if I press 4, you can see I gained some wings. And so they're just like little wings that kind of follow you. It's just visual stuff. Is there going to be diamond armor? No. So I'm thinking that like gemstones such as like diamond, emerald, ruby, those sort of things, instead of being used for like a gear like that, it's gonna be more for let's say like I don't know exactly actually, but like upgrades and stuff like that. If anything, I don't know if it actually makes sense for a diamond armor to actually exist. But yeah, maybe not, but it would be fun to implement like gemstones like in a different way. But yeah, so you can kind of see that's the whole ability. It just increases the damage. The wings look cool. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, it took a little bit of time, but since a couple of my systems already use like something that's pretty similar, so it didn't take super long to implement the wings on the guy. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the final ability, which is this. Let me also make sure all the colors are aligned. So I'm using different colors around here and there, so let me go ahead and update all the colors. So Dragonite Blade Glow, let's see, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and copy some colors from over here, and then we should be good to go. So yeah, because I think these are different colors over here. So yeah, let me go ahead and come over here, and then I'll try and paste in this new color, and then maybe it'll turn into like a lighter, kind of like that. Yeah, I think that works. Sorry, I was late for your last stream. No worries, bro. No worries, bro. Yeah, that's all right, bro. That's the way it goes sometimes. No worries. But yeah, bro, glad that you can make it this time, bro. And then yeah, let's just go ahead and keep changing up some of the colors here and there. And then over here, I don't know if I want this super white color. Maybe I'll change it up a little bit to be a little bit less white. Because I think, yeah, it doesn't exactly fit the color scheme. Maybe, let's see. Let me try a kind of like this color, and then I'll bring in this one a little bit further. And so yeah, that kind of looks about right. And then I think it needs some more like a dark feeling. And then also, I think the beams, they need a transparency. Let's see, so yeah, I'll try and fade in the transparency. So they'll start like this and they'll fade in like this. Kind of like that, yeah. And then maybe a little bit like this. There we go. What is that ability for? So this is for the Dragonite sword as well. The same sword that you were kind of looking at earlier. Basically what the ability will do is it's gonna turn the sword into a giant sun, basically, and the sun will shoot lasers at wherever your mouse is pointing at. And so it's kind of a sacrifice on your weapon, but it allows you to shoot this giant laser. So I mean, maybe it's not a sacrifice. Maybe it's a buff. Who knows? I mean, yeah. And yeah, I think what I'm gonna make it do is it's gonna take your mana constantly while it's running, and it's gonna maybe run for like 5-10 seconds. And yeah, I think for the VFX, I think this is about good. Maybe I do want a little bit of like a darkness in the explosion here, so maybe let me try and set this one to 0, and then I'll set this to, let's see, let me try something different here. Maybe that's the wrong one. I think that looks alright though. It is kind of Z fighting though. Maybe I want to move it around. Let's see. Let me change the Z index to like 3. Yeah, that way it's not like Z fighting. It's just above it. Yeah, I think, you know what, I think I'll run with that. I think I'll run with that. Also, I wish, let's see, actually, I wonder if I can do like -2 on this, and then, yeah, no, I don't think I can have the beam go above it. Or no, the beam is above it, perfect. And then I'll come back to this and I'll set this to -1. Let's see if that looks right. Okay, perfect. I think this is good. I think this is good. So yeah, this is going to be the whole ability. So this is like kind of the explosion part where it does damage. And actually, you know what? It does seem kind of slow over here. So maybe I'll increase the speed. Damn, a whole sun that shoots fire while among W. Yeah, bro. Yes, sir, bro. No, it's a big W. It's a big W. And so yeah, it's going to be very interesting. It's gonna be interesting, yeah. Let's see. Drag. Lifetime. So yeah, I'm gonna have to increase the lifetime for a lot of these. Or decrease, I mean. So let me just set all their lifetimes to like 0.5. I wonder if I can do like multiplied by 0.5. I think you can do this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can, nice. So I'll just do it like this. Does it apply for both? Oh, it doesn't. So yeah, I think I'll just have to do it like this. There we go. So I'll just keep going through here. And then final one. That way it's just a little bit faster. And actually, you know what? I need to increase the emission or rate. I wonder if I can just like do multiplied by 2. Or does that work across the board? I don't think it does, so I'll have to do it like this. Oops. Times. Oh, I can't do it for this one. I'll just have to do it manually. 8. I was just playing Forsaken because they added a character we all wanted since 2024. Bro, nice! Nice! What character, bro? What character? That sounds interesting. Oops, I think I might have messed something up here. Did I delete something? Yeah, whoops. So let me set that back to 4. 8. 8 and 20 and 6. Okay, is that about right? I think that is it this? No, it's not that. Which one is the... I think it's this one. Okay, this one I need to make the speed a little bit slower, I think. So I think I'll set it to 1, 2. Yeah, I think I'll keep it like that. Alright. Jane Doe. Oh yeah, bro. Isn't that pink hair? Pink hair? Let me double check. Oh no, this is a different person. Oh no, it is pink hair person. Oh, they changed it. So yeah. Yeah, they must have customized her for like the game. That's interesting. Cause yeah, I remember in the OG days, bro. She was just like the default pink hair person. There we go. So I think, let me make sure everything looks good. So yeah, this is kind of what it's going to look like when I'm shooting the laser around. Or maybe it's better if I move this one around. So it's gonna like boom, 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 boom. Oh wait, I gotta anchor everything actually. Or not anchor, but locked apart. There we go. So this should look, yeah, boom. So it's gonna be like zap, 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 zap. Maybe it'd be cool to have like a little trail effect though. I don't know what would be the best way to do that though. Maybe like the little stars. The stars might be interesting. Yeah, let me try copying the stars and then I'll paste them into here. What is this one? Same thing, okay. They are emitting kind of in a small circle though, so I think I need to increase their speed to like 30 to 50. Ah, they're still not getting out, so maybe let me try 45 to 75. There we go. They're still not exactly, but they're also gonna be like, yeah, I think the rate maybe is, so if I increase the speed and then, or no, the drag, maybe I'll set it to 12, that should make it a little bit easier, and then the rate, I'll set it to 35. And then maybe it's because it's not spawning inside the parts. There we go. Oh, whoops. Oh, that's what the attachment was for. Okay. I'll just drag it into here. Okay, yeah, it looks a little bit different now. Are there any CVS or, I mean VFX? Oh yeah, VFX. Like, I would say this is considered a VFX, maybe. Like in that aspect, yeah, I think so. But if you're talking about like world VFX, like environmental VFX, not really, no, not yet. Not yet, but that's gonna come in a later time. It's just not like a super important thing for me right now. And actually there was one thing I wanted to try here. How do I, because I remember when I opened up the, let's see. Yeah, when I opened all these up and then I opened up this. Whoa. What was that? That was something. Or maybe not actually. Okay. Yeah, there's one thing I want to do. It's like inside of here I want like lines to be spawning. It's kind of hard to explain, and it's probably better if I just let me go ahead and anchor these so that they don't fall apart, and then I'm gonna move the spawn point over there because there's something I want to test here, and I'm probably gonna have to do it through a script. So yeah, local function spawn line, and then I'm gonna need a reference to a couple different things. Well, I'm getting tired of Jane-Do. Dang, bro. Dang, that's crazy. What's her abilities, bro? What's her abilities? Let's see. See, I need the inner, which would be script dot inner equals script dot parent dot inner while true, or while task dot wait 0.5. I'll do spawn line. So spawn line basically just gonna spawn. I wonder if I can get the AI to do it because it's not super important. That's like super cool. A super thin line inside of a mirror. I think that works. And then I'm gonna add another comment. Fade it out and destroy self. Perfect. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh, that did not work. Helper servers. Oh, but those are different scripts. Okay, so that's good. That's good. I wonder if they're spawning. Let me check. I can't really tell. First ability, I forgot the name, but she throws a potion, kind of poisons the killer. Oh, so she's a survivor. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Oh, bro, that sounds pretty interesting. Poisons the killer. Can you kill the killer? That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Between info. Maybe it's because of the Z index. Or wait, no. So I'm spawning it. I don't think I'm parenting it though. Oh yeah, the AI didn't parent it. I don't think. Line.parent equals game.workspace. Is it working now? With, let's see. That's not a line. Yeah. Okay, so let me just set this to like 4. That's just like a little dot. It's just spawning a little dot. I mean, I can't really see it. I think it's probably because of the Z index. Or can you even change the Z index on this type of thing though? I don't know. Let's see. What happens if I set the transparency to 1? Yeah, I can't be doing that. Second ability. Second move, bencher hit. Hits the killer with a whole axe. Oh my gosh. So it's basically like a killer except a survivor. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Launches a whole axe. Dang. Can I change the Z index? No, you can't. That makes things a little bit weird. How do I want to do it then? That's that makes things a little hard. I bet I could do it with particles though, but maybe not. I don't know. I have no idea. I'll try and do it with particles. I'll see if I can figure it out with particles. If I can, then I don't have to do any scripting. It's gonna be weird though. I wonder if I don't think I have. I'm gonna have to make a custom particle real quick. Yo, bro, what's up? What's up, bro? How's it going? Bro, I'm just working on the VFX for the ability. As you can see, little line up there as well. But yeah, right now what I'm gonna real quick do is I'm just gonna make a, I think 500 by 500, and then delete this, and then I'm just making a super thin line, and it doesn't have to be exact. I will center it though. Object, align object, okay. Are you making hollow purple or something? No, not exactly. But actually, you know what? Maybe that'd be a fun idea. It's actually just like a giant sun, and it shoots a big laser, basically. How's it going? Everything good? Bro, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Everything's going good with me as well, of course, as usual. Let me come back to here. Let's see. Concept. I think I'll throw it into... I think I'll just throw it into image for now. New folder. Or actually, no. I can throw it into... Oh, what did I just do? Bada boom. Over here. Oh, what is it called? Line. I'll just call it line for now. Yo, my exams ended. GG, bro. Same. Bro, nice. Everybody's exams are ending. Bro, GG's. What's up, bye? No, bro. No, bro. Oh, shoot. I'll see you around, bro. www, I passed. Alright, and what's up, bro? That's right, bro. No, it's always nice when people pass tests, bro. Bro. No, yeah, I mean, bro. That's always good. Da-da-da-da-da. Let me come over here and then images. Image. Where would it be? Oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. I can just pull this in. And then what I'm gonna do with this is gonna be kind of weird. I don't know if it's gonna work. We'll see. Yeah. The results are on the 24th. I am scared, bro. Rest in peace, my YouTube channel. I lost it. But bro, 24th, bro. That's in 5 days. That's in 5 days, bro. Shoot. Shoot. Bro, good luck though. Hopefully you get a good score, bro. That'd be awesome. How did you lose your channel though? Yeah, bro. How did you lose your channel? That's like I need to know this, bro. I need to know this. And yeah, I'm gonna also increase the squash a little bit this way. And that's just gonna make it a super thin line. I will add a little bit of randomness to it though, just because I don't want it to be exactly like that. So yeah, you can kind of see it looks a little weird right now, but that's the whole idea. And I'm gonna move it out of the. So yeah, it looks very odd because it's also moving in a weird way. Also, so speed, I'm gonna set it to 0.1. I'll set it actually to -0. Or I'll set it to -1,1. And it looks even weirder right now, but if I set this to 1, I had a vision. Come on. I think if I set size to 0.5 and I set the squash to higher, maybe it'll look a little bit better. Not exactly. I need to set the Z index to maybe like 20. So that's above everything. Yeah, that looks a little bit how I'm trying to get it to be. But rotation. With one mistake, forget my password. Oh, bro. Wait. Oh no, bro. You gotta set up a backup account on your. Dang. Bro, make sure not to forget your passwords, of course, bro. Of course, bro. 0,360. Cause yeah, if you forget password, bro, that can be pretty bad. I think I'm gonna increase the squash a little bit more though. Kind of like this. Maybe I want to make it even thinner. Let's see, and then I'll set the size to again 0.25. I feel like it's kind of like maxing out though. It's not going as thin as I want it to be. Maybe it's because of this. If I set this to 10, no, it's not exactly what I'm going for. I mean, it looks similar, but let's see. It's not exactly, let's see. Let me try 0.5. No, that didn't really work. Alright, I think I'll just run with 0. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Oh. I was scared in accountancy, but my friend said I passed because the teacher is his personal tutor. Bro! No way! Bro, W, bro. W. No way. Bro. All you need is a pass, bro. Bro, yeah. I'm gonna put some cheers in the emoji thing, bro. I don't even know what this thing is, bro. I'm just throwing in like the little emojis. If you don't know what I'm talking about, like, you can take. I don't even know what this is. Bro, spam it, bro. Spam it. Yes, sir. GG, bro. Big W's all around, bro. All around. Let's see. So we're gonna. I think what I'm gonna do is the shape inward. Wait, I don't think that worked. Or no, sphere. So it's gonna be a sphere shape, right? And then blocked apart. Sure, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's see. How do I make it go? Speed. Spread angle. I think I'll just set this to 0,360 maybe. And then the transparency, of course, I'm now still have to fade that in. So I'll kind of do it like this. Maybe if I, you know what, maybe I could fix it with transparency. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I think it's transparency. Yeah. There we go. That's kind of what I was going for. Yes. So then I think I need them to be a little bit more thin though. Oh, so you know what? Maybe I'll set this to 0.5. There we go, guys. That's what I was going for. So you can see like it's kind of like liney. It looks kind of weird, but I think it looks kind of fun. I think it kind of looks kind of fun. So yeah, let me actually try and copy that over here as well. See if it looks alright. Maybe I won't do it for that side. W Source, bro! Holy crap, we have the whole clan out here, bro. Oh my gosh. Bro, thanks for dropping by, of course, as well. Yeah, I love Source because C4 named his streams Making Swords, and I clicked the stream of his from Ben. I am a fan. Bro, no way, bro. What the heck, bro? Bro, the whole city is pulling up, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, as you can see, I think this is it. I'm gonna start coding it up and everything. And actually, before I do that, I'm gonna actually delete the script that I just made because I'm not gonna use that anymore. But yeah, I think this looks alright. So let's come over to the main project. And yeah, so let's go ahead and start coding it in. Let's see. And I need to make sure it looks alright in the main game as well. So in the main game I actually can't see the white lines. That's kind of weird. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I gotta increase the transparency. There we go. I guess I can see it a little bit more. Yeah, they're very. I can see them a lot easier in this version versus this version. I wonder why. Yeah, I might have to increase their. Let's see. How do I do this actually? You know what? Maybe I could try increasing this to like 2 or 50. Or that didn't work. Yeah, Polarized Light covering declaration. Hollow purple, bro. Yes, sir, bro. The ability. I actually don't really have like ability names like super down yet. So I'm down to any ability name ideas. Yeah, I think I'll just have to do it like that. Let's see, and then I think I gotta decrease the squash a little bit. Let's see how that looks. And then let me bring everything up again. Okay, yeah, there we go. I think that's good. I think that's the whole ability. So it's just gonna shoot a giant beam, and this thing will follow your mouse. Let me make sure. I think the transparency isn't working. Let's see. Maybe it is. No, maybe it is working. Maybe it is working actually. All right, that's good. That's good. So yeah, we got that. I think all it is just implementing the code basically. Yeah. So we got this. I'm gonna group them. Control G, and then I'm gonna call it. What was the name for the ability? I had an original name, but of course, like all these names, like I haven't like set in stone any of the ability names. So yeah, I mean, probably some of them might change. But yeah, as you can see, this is what we're working on right now. This right here, the final one, the final ability, Dragonite Sun, Dragonite Sun. So I'll call it Dragonite Sun. And yeah, I already finished this one, and yeah, so we're literally just doing this. So it's gonna be giant circle, shoots a laser, and it hits the enemies or whatever it hits. And with that, I think I also need a hitbox as well over here. So on the, I think I'll call this hitbox 1, and then I'll increase the size a little bit. I wonder if I can. There we go. Yeah, so this is gonna be kind of the hitbox of the attack. And so it's gonna hit enemies like that. There we go. Okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and start coding it up. So script or folders. We're gonna need 3 folders. 1, 2, 3. So tired of getting Jane Doe, bro. From what you were telling me, bro, she's kind of sounded OP though. I don't know. Kind of sounded OP. Let's see. And then we got values, and then we got events. So let's go ahead and throw in some events. Bindable event. We're gonna call this one the setup, and then cleanup. And I think for now that's all we really need. And then we need the values. So we need the bool value for setup. we need one for, let's see. Actually, I think that's really all we need for now. And then scripts, I just need the script for it. So let's call it Dragonite Sun. And then let's go ahead and start working on it. So let's get the reference to everything. So set up variables, and then imports and functions. So in imports, we're gonna need local reps, replicate equals game, get service, replicated storage. I guess, yeah, we don't really need too much right now. We do need ABF. Let me make sure. Ability function. So that's in service. Okay, so I'm gonna need SSS local server script service equals game get service server script service, and then we need ABF equals require, and actually maybe I will type everything over require. She has a second life. That sounds kind of OP. I won't lie. SSS dot helper modules dot let's see, what was it called? Ability functions. I think it should be as simple as this, and then ABF dot yeah, perfect. Oh wait, no, I think I'm doing everything wrong actually. I don't think I need ABF because let's see, yeah, because I'll keep it actually because I might need it for the future, but local setup args, or I need a local function, and then we need the cleanup local function cleanup, and then we're just gonna connect them to the events. And actually these are functions. Whoops, I should probably put these down here. Oh, whoops. So yeah, we got all that done, and so yeah, we just need the local ability, or actually I think I'll just call it model equals script.parent.parent, and then local, let's see, so yeah, we need the reference to basically the two different parts, so this one and this one. So I need to make sure I remember what they were called, and I should probably rename these. So I'll call this the sun, and I'll call hitbox 1. Okay, yeah, perfect. So sun base part equals model dot sun, and then local hitbox 1, or base part equals model dot hitbox 1, and then yeah, I'll start tabbing everything over as well, just so that it's a little bit easier to read. Last woman standing, bro. Yo, yes sir, GG, bro. Bro, get the dub, and we got these, and we got the events. We need the events as well, so let me pull the events as well, and we'll just do that down here. Local setup event bindable event equals script dot, or actually no, I'll do model dot events dot, actually what I can do is ABF dot get. I wonder if I have a, or no I don't, I guess I'll just do it like this. Events dot setup local cleanup. I wonder if the AI can just no, event bindable equals, and then the AI can, yeah, there we go, local setup val Google val equals, perfect, and then that's everything I think. So yeah, all I have to do is connect everything here at the end. So setup event dot event connect, and then I'll connect it to setup, and then the cleanup dot event connect to cleanup, and then setup val dot value equals true, and that should be everything for the whole setup system. And now all we have to do is just implement the ability, and we are chilling, bro. I'm eating some vanilla chocolate ice cream, bro. That's good. But I'm telling you right now, bro, the best flavor is strawberry. There's no flavor that beats it, bro. I'm sorry. It's just the truth, bro. I wanted to play some Resident Evil today, bro. I've actually never played Resident Evil. It looks interesting though. And then it's also a horror game, so it's kind of freaky though. And then I researched a bit and found out the best I can play is the fourth part on my laptop. The fourth part. Is it because the game takes too much power to run, or is it just too hard of a battle type of game? You know, actually, I wanna look at Resident Evil. Resident Evil, yeah. Oh, there's a ton of Resident Evil games. Holy cow. They go all the way to 1996. Holy cow. 1996, that's crazy. Stars, wait, what? Shoot, that's like a, what is it called? That's in the Flash too, bro. The game is very heavy. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected, bro. Bro, yeah, a lot of the, what is it called? Modern games, they're so heavy. Like Call of Duty is like a whole terabyte or something. Maybe not that much, but like, it's like 300 gigabytes, bro. That stuff is crazy. And then, bro, GTA 6, bro, that thing's gonna be like 1,000,000 gigabytes, bro. Who knows, bro? Who knows? But yeah, that stuff is so unfortunate. I need to get like a bigger storage as well, because even me, like my PC is running out of storage and stuff, and like the performance issues too, bro. Oh shoot. So yeah, I do need the position of the mouse though at all times, so I think I'm gonna need to pass an argument. So spawn pause, yeah, we need spawn position, player, and that's gonna be just player. So spawn position, that's gonna be basically where it's gonna initialize to the world. Player, that's gonna be basically the player that the giant circle is gonna follow. God, it's like 20 gigabytes. We have to download the launcher, which is like 300, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my. He's talking about Modern Warfare, bro. I'm talking about all of them, bro. I'm talking about all of them. I'm talking about like maybe not like the Call of Duty 1. Maybe that one's like, bro. Actually, speaking of that, bro, Call of Duty, it used to run on the DS, bro. I had it on the DS, bro. Is that a thing? Does anybody know about this? Call of Duty DS, bro. It was like a Nintendo DS version, bro. It's actually, you use like the little pen to like trackpad it, bro. It's kind of funny, bro. This, bro. No, I don't think it was this. It was not this. I remember playing it on the DS though. It was actually so interesting. I think it was this. I don't remember exactly, but you use like this trackpad and you use your pen and you move it around, bro. It was the most janky thing. I don't know why they ever did it, but it was kind of fun. Have you ever played Call of Duty Black Ops 7? I have not. I don't think I'm ever gonna get into like Call of Duty type of games just because they are really expensive as well. Like I think it's like $70 for some of them. Like that's a big bunch. That's a big bunch of money, bro. I won't lie. Or maybe Black Ops. I have played the Black Ops 3 just because my brother bought it and it was on the Xbox. And like if I'm at like a friend's place, maybe I'll play a little bit of Call of Duty, but other than that, I'm not gonna try and buy it myself. I did try, what is it called, the battle royale version, or whatever it was called, Call of Duty Warzone. Is it Warzone? I think it was that. I played that like a little bit, but not super much, not super ton, because it took up so much storage, so I just deleted it again, bro. I won't lie, bro. Everything takes so much storage. I only got like I say I only got, but like I have like 1 terabyte of storage, bro, on my PC. It fills up too fast, bro. Like half of it is music stuff, half it like music related stuff, and then other half is just like games and random stuff. Yeah, Warzone, bro. Warzone it was fun, don't get me wrong. It's just I think I could use the 300 gigabytes on something else, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's a fun game. If I had infinite storage, I would keep it downloaded. Spawn position, player. So yeah, it's gonna follow the player. It's gonna follow spawn position, and it's also gonna use the player's mouse position. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So yeah, let me set up a to do. We're gonna do follow player. And then I'm just gonna say like tween. And then we'll do, oh, also one thing I need to do, I need to make sure all these have colliders off. And cast shadow also off. Collider, let's see. Yeah, turn those off, and then I don't think I need any of those actually. And for the sun, I don't even need the can touch either. The hitbox though, the one thing is I don't want it to, actually, let's see. This is kind of interesting. Follow player. If we had infinite storage, we would download the entire internet. True, bro. True. That would be fun to do. I had like 6. Bro, I don't think you could download the internet. You never know, though. You never know. There's some crazy people. And there's like, whatever it's called, the Wayback Machine, bro. People are downloading. But actually, at the same time, no, you could not download the entire internet, because I'm pretty sure how it works is like YouTube itself is uploading constantly, like what is it, like a whole terabyte per second, or it's something insane. And so you need the upload speed to keep up with even the current stuff that's getting uploaded to the internet, and even that's impossible. So imagine trying to go back in time. You would have like no time to do all that, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy because also the internet is only like what, 40-30 years old. That's actually even crazier to think about, bro. 20 years ago, none of this existed, bro. Well, maybe it did. I don't know. Maybe it did. Who knows? I wasn't alive for that time, so who knows? Follow player, yeah. And then follow hitbox, follow mouse, and then run laser while mouse down. By the way, did you guys hear about the Hi Anime shutdown? Is that a different site? Oh shoot, GG, bro. You know what though? I actually didn't use Hi Anime. I'll tell you what, bro. You're safe because what you can use, bro. There's like a million different sites, bro. I won't lie. There's like a 9 anime. There's a GoGo anime. There's like a million different sites. It's just if you search far enough, you can find anything, bro. Those are like the 2 main sites that I use. You just gotta run an ad blocker and then you're chilling, bro. You're chilling. Like recent ones that I've been watching. Let's see. Anime was one of the biggest, bro. That's unfortunate. Yeah. The problem is once you get too big, it's game over because the companies are gonna go for you. So you want to find sites that are smaller actually. Actually, what is it? There's like a Russian anime site that I found as well, but it wasn't as good as the other ones that I was. 9 Animes back. Yeah, I use 9. I mean, yeah, I don't have any viewers, so I think I should be fine to say it's just 9animetv.2, bro. I don't know if I can show it on stream, but that one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. And then for like manga, bro, I just use, what is it called? Manga Dex, bro. The goat, bro. The goat. But yeah, I think, let's see. Yeah, let's just start coding up this stuff. So I think we're gonna need the tween stuff. So we are gonna need run service. So I'm gonna import run service up here. Local rs run service equals game. Guess, and actually I just noticed this I'll throw a space right there, and then tab get service, and then run service. There we go. Run service. All right, actually I can just do it here. Oh yeah, there we go. rs.heartbeat connect function, and then we need delta time, and then we need local running equals this, and then I'll just at the very end running equals false, or running disconnect. Yeah, we'll do it like that. And then yeah, you know what though, actually I've been looking into like the recent anime stuff. Like I found out, what's it called, Sekiro. That's like a super popular game, and it's getting an anime. That was kind of interesting. I've actually never played the game, but the anime, bro, it looked crazy. It looked really crazy. Let's see. So yeah, we got running, spawn position, player, follow player, hitbox, follow mouse, follow player. And it's actually, speaking of all that stuff, bro, there's that new thing as well. Spider-Man movie. That stuff looked crazy, bro. Cause I'm cooked. GG. Shoot, bro. What's up, bro? What's up? I just found JJK Execution on it. I'm gonna watch it real quick. Is that a movie? JJK Execution. Oh, it's a recap of the Shibuya incident. Oh, it's for people who are getting back into it. Interesting, bro. Bro, stuff is crazy. Wait, why are you cooked though, by the way, bro? Domain to Doherty. Domain to Doherty. Okay, so yeah, we're running, and then let's see. Yeah, so I need to tween the position of the sun to be following above the player, basically. It's gonna be kind of weird, and I also want it to be pretty slow because it's a big sun, so it shouldn't be super fast. So it's gonna be sun dot position. Oh, I need to get the relative position to the player. Local relative. Okay, this is actually kind of interesting. So I think what I'm gonna do is local pause number equals 0, and then I'm gonna constantly increase this. So pause plus equals like 0.5, maybe even slower, 0.2.5. And what I'm doing right now is I'm gonna put it on a sign, so it's gonna be local relative pause, and actually I'm gonna call this pause y change, and then relative pause, this is gonna be a vector 3 equals abf.get relative position to player, and it's gonna be player comma, and then actually pause at y change is gonna, if pause y change is bigger than 360, then pause y change minus equals 360, just so it doesn't go to infinity. I mean, technically there's no problem with doing it the way it was, but I kind of like to keep everything like limited to 360. Alright, and then we can just do it like that. Get relative position, offset, let's see. So yeah, we got, oh, we need abf.player actually. abf.player. And over here we're gonna do offset, which is gonna be vector 3.new, and then we're gonna import basically the new values that we were getting. So x is gonna be probably 0, y is gonna be position y change plus, maybe I'll set the default position to like 20, and then z is gonna be 5 or 5. I think something like that. And then we're also gonna need general functions as well, actually, now that I think about it. So I'm gonna have to do local gen f equals require reps.helper modules.gen general functions. And so yeah, let's see. Oh, actually, no, this will be in front, so I think I'll do negative. I'll try -6, and we'll see how that looks. And so it's kind of just going to be floating up and down, basically, is what it's going to be doing. So we got the relative position, and basically all we have to do is set up a tween on the current position of the hitbox, or on the sun, and bring it back to where it should be. So it's going to be local final position is going to be, let's say vector 3 equals gen f dot lerp vector 3, and then we're going to do from, so the from is going to be relative position. Oh wait, no, it's going to be the position of the, and I don't need the orientation or anything, so we should be checking on that. Then they were no wrong about climate change. Yo, bro, is it sunny for you? Is it sunny for me? Yeah, bro. Bro, it's super sunny for me. Yeah, I mean, the crazy thing, the interesting thing, like, It was supposed to be like winter time, like for like the past like 3-4 months, bro. I got like 1 day of snow. 1 day of snow. Usually I get like tons of snow over here. So that's kind of crazy. That's kind of interesting to think about. Bro, who knows? Maybe in 20 years, the whole world's gonna be on fire. That would be kind of crazy, bro. That'd be interesting. So yeah, we got the whole entire thing. So we got the from. We're gonna need the sun dot position. And over here, we're just gonna do relative position, comma alpha. Let's try 0.025. I mean, if it's too slow, I can increase it, of course. Max change, let's set it to 2. And then TP interval, I guess we can just set it to 0.01. And then all we're gonna do is do sun dot position equals final position. And I think it should be just about that. I think we're chilling with that. It's night for me. Yeah, you know what? It is a different time zone, I think. Cause yeah, right now I'm living in the USA. The USA, I think it's like a mountain time basically. So yeah. It's right now actually 11:27 a.m. 11:27 a.m. So like on like a 24-hour clock, it'd be 11:27 right now. Kind of crazy. And then to do so, remove later. And then so yeah, we got this setup event. We're just need a, what is it? Oh yeah, we're running the setup event. So setup event dot event, or we can just do probably fire actually. And then we're gonna do pass in arguments. So this is gonna be first one. Of course, we need the spawn position in player, and okay, spawn position actually as well. That's probably a good thing to put in. So spawn position, let's just set it to local spawn, or actually, so yeah, with the spawn position, I think the hitbox is supposed, or sun dot position equals abf dot spawn position. Okay. So yeah, spawn pause equals, and then I'll just set it to player dot position, and of course I'm gonna what is it called, tween everything. So like I'm gonna fade it in, so it's not gonna look kind of as weird as it's gonna look when I run this. It's night for me, 7 p.m. for me. Dang, 7 p.m. bro. Yeah, we're across the planet, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Cause yeah, usually let's see. So yeah, when I stream at like let's say 4 a.m. I guess technically it would be like what 3 p.m. ish. That's interesting. Yeah, bro. No, but yeah, I've been fixing my sleep schedule. So I actually woke up like 30 minutes, an hour ago ish. Crazy thing, bro. I had like a job interview, bro. I don't know how I did, but I think I did alright. I think I did alright. So we'll see how that goes. It was like a internship interview. So yeah, we'll see. Spawn position. We got the player dot position. Oh, player. Oh yeah, because we don't have the player. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull in players. So it's gonna be local players. I'm just gonna do it here because it's gonna be temporary. Players equals game get service. Technically, I don't even have to do all this, and I could just do a game workspace get super zombies or something like players dot wait player, or maybe I don't want to do it like this actually. So I'll do game dot works, or game dot players dot C4 zombie slayer, and I'm gonna have to put this all on a wait so that my player loads in. So task dot wait, I'll set it to like 12, I guess. I don't remember exactly what it usually is, but I'll set it to 12, and then yeah, basically we're gonna get the position of the player, and then we're gonna also need the player itself. So let's just do player equals boom, kind of like that. And I think that's everything. You know, honestly, we don't even need the spawn position because we could probably just do all this manually if we have the player. But I think maybe just for like to make it a little bit easier to read off, I think I'll just do it like this. And also, this is the player, not the player character. So player dot character, I think I'll have to do it like this. Okay, let's test it out. Let's test it out. Hopefully it works. I don't know if it's gonna work for first try. It's probably gonna error out of a bit, but we'll see. If it works first try, that'd be crazy. So any second now, it's gonna hopefully teleport to me. No. Position is not a valid member of... Oh, you know what? That's because I didn't get dot character. So over here, I gotta do dot character. Dot root. Or what is it called? That humanoid dot root part. I think I can do it like that. And that should honestly probably fix that. Also, I noticed that light was really bright. That light was like really bright. So I'm gonna turn that down. Yeah, this one. Yeah. So where is this? Yeah, point light. I'm gonna set this to maybe like 2, or maybe even 1 actually. I'll set it to 1, and actually I'm gonna duplicate it, and I'm gonna put it on the hitbox as well. And for the hitbox one, I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna set it to maybe 25. Yeah, there we go. I'm bomboclating right now. Or no, I'm bomboclating tired, bro. Bomboclat, bro. What does that actually mean? Isn't it like a African word? What does bomboclat mean? Jamaican word for bum. Or toilet paper. Okay. Bum and cloth. Bomboclat, bro. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing, bro. Unable to access property position. Vector 3 accelerator got nil. Oof, that's not good. That's not good. Line 37. Yeah, bro. I'm bomboclating tired as well, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're in the same position, kind of. Dot spawn position. Unable to assign position vector 3. So spawn position wasn't anything. I might be doing this wrong. Root part. How does it work actually? Let me make sure I'm doing this right. So it's the player dot humanoid dot root part, which is the humanoid root part. Yeah, that's right. Dot position, and it should have the position. Maybe it's, did I accidentally run it too fast? Let me try 15. Oh, I wish it's for the game to release for me to be test animating, bro. Yeah, bro. Once we get to the release, bro. Once we get to the release, it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a few eons before that happens, though. Unfortunately. So let's see. I might get the same error. Hopefully it doesn't happen though. Ah, no. Unfortunate. No, unfortunate, but it's alright. I think I'm doing something wrong here. So see for some character, the humanoid dot root part dot position. What am I doing wrong here? Unable to assign property position. Vector 3 accepted. So it's not getting spawn position. Interesting. Let me print this real quick. I'm gonna try printing. So I want to make sure it's not nil. I'm gonna start printing other stuff as well. So I'm gonna try printing that, and I'm gonna print this, and I'm gonna print this as well, just to make sure that I exist. And we'll see from here. We'll see. Hopefully this works. And yeah, if you're wondering what I'm eating, bro, right now, if you're wondering what I'm eating, kind of like I was eating this like a bit ago last time, but I made it again this morning, bro. Or not this morning, last night basically. What it is, teriyaki chicken, bro. So it's chicken, soy sauce, rice vinegar, garlic, and I honestly just threw in the garlic, like little garlic things, and then rice. And I think that's about it, and brown sugar too. That's about it. So yeah, we got the print, so everything is technically, yeah. So we got the vector 3. Yeah, I think something's going wrong. Unable to assign property to the position. Sun dot position. Let me make sure sun is what I think it is. So sun. Cause yeah, actually, let me try printing the arguments over here as well. That's weird that it's not working. Print abf dot spawn pause. Oh, oh shoot, that's why. This is supposed to be args. I remember doing this actually last time too. Same thing. Whoops. There we go. That's gonna fix all the bugs. All right. Okay, let's try running this now. But yeah, you know, I'm planning on getting better at cooking food though. I think cooking food is a pretty useful skill to have. So like I've been cooking so many pizzas and stuff. Like let me make sure this runs first. Actually, let's see. Okay, it worked, but it didn't float up. Oh, I spelled spawn pause wrong, but it did work though, so it's working. But this isn't working. Uh-oh. Sun dot position equals final position. And final position is relative position, which is position change plus 20. So it should be 20 up in the sky. And let me make sure this is all running. So print running. And then I'll do another print at the end. Print ran exclamation mark. And we are setting the position of the sun, so it should at least work. Maybe let me try removing this and this, and hopefully maybe this is too slow. Maybe let me try 0.2. Maybe 0.025 was too slow. 0.025. Because yeah, I guess technically I do usually run. I mean, it should have at least ran though. We'll see. We'll see. Anytime now. Okay, so it does teleport to me. I want to make sure I can't see through the. Okay, yeah. But it doesn't float up. It doesn't float up, and it's also not printing anything. So that means that the run service heartbeat is not running. That's interesting. Oh, it's because of this. Oh yeah. Oh shoot. I need to put. Okay. Whoops. That'll do it. I need to set. I'll set a 10-second timer so that it actually has time to run. Cause yeah, the problem was I was connecting it here and then I just turned it off right here basically, so it wasn't running at all. Yeah, I need to lower the timer as well. So maybe I'll set the timer to like 1, 2, 3. I'll set it to like 5 seconds lower than it is right now. Maybe even like 7. Ooh, error. Okay, that's good. That's good though, because it means it's running. So yeah, let me set this to 9 seconds, and then let's see what this error is. So line 45. Oh yeah, because it's a. Oh, it's supposed to be the player. Okay, so I just have to pass player then. Okay. And I think this should work. I think this should work. And then once this works, all it is I need to get the mouse position of the player, and then we'll see from there. And that's a super simple like oh no. Get relative position to player. Attempted to index nil with character. That's an interesting one. So we have player right here. So it's running line 45, which is this. So it's running this, and then when it runs, we're getting this error. So if it's not a character, then it's gonna do this. Player.character. Attempting to index nil with character. That's interesting. Lobster meat, bro. Bro, lobster meat is pretty good, bro. Buttery lobster meat, bro. You know what though? I don't know. Maybe crab is better though. Maybe crab is better. I won't lie, bro. Crab might be better. That reminds me, bro. Like I live on the, what is it called? West Coast, bro. Like my family likes to go. It's called crabbing, bro. You just take like giant cages, bro. You throw them into the ocean, like on the shore, on the coast, bro. The little crabs, bro. They just walk in, bro. You just pull them up, bro, and you eat them, bro. You eat them, bro. Chow down. If they're the legal versions, cause I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to eat females and the small ones. So if it's, and how you tell if a crab is female, if you don't know, bro, basically at the bottom of their body they have like this little pattern. It's either like this or it's like this. The ones that are this are female, these are male. So you can eat the ones that look like this, but if it's like this, bro, throw it back into the ocean basically. And then also there's like this like thing that you use to measure the size of a crab. It's like usually like this big-ish, and it's like you put it onto the crab. If it's too small, bro, it goes back in, unless it's a invasive. If it's like the red crab, I forget what it's called, but there's like a red crab that's invasive. Even if it's tiny, you can just take them because they're invasive, and those ones have giant claws. Those are pretty interesting, bro. That stuff is interesting. Chicken burger. Are you just naming off foods, bro? Chicken burger, bro. No, but I mean chicken burgers, bro. I'm gonna tell you what is it called? There's like a McDonald's crispy chicken, bro. That thing is crazy good, bro. I won't lie. If you're at McDonald's, bro, maybe take a look at the crispy chicken, bro. I sound like an advertiser, bro. I sound like an advertiser. Check out the crispy chicken for only $199, bro. Bro, prices are going up so much recently, bro. Yeah, let's see. Why is this not working? So we got the player, and it is working up here. So what I'm wondering is why isn't it working over here? It's because I'm doing this again. I could have sworn I changed to args. Maybe I didn't though. I keep forgetting this stuff, bro. Dang. That'll do it. That'll do it. That's the third time I've done that error, bro. I'm saying random words for not a magnificent reason. No worries, bro. That's sometimes it's just like that, bro. You gotta say the cheesecake, bro. You gotta say the coconut, bro. No, I can relate, bro. Don't worry about that. Oh, and as you can see, the sun is flying. That might be too high, though. That might be too high. That might be a little bit too high. That thing is in the sky, bro. Okay. Alright, let me bring it down a little bit. I bet I could say a wild story. A wild story or a wild story? A story for a while? Bro, go for it. Go for it, bro. Go for it. And then yeah, I think, yeah, 20 is way too much. So let me try 10. Let me try 10. Boom, 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 boom. Bombaklat. Bombaklat. Was? 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 Bombaklat. What's the other ones? Ball right, bro. Ball right. Alright, enough of this. Enough of this. Back to development. Okay, I think it's too slow now. That is also... Why does it keep going up? It's still going up. That's still too high. What the heck? Holy cow. Wait, so... I guess... Let me try... Am I doing something wrong? Is it because of the position change? No, because... Position Y change... Let me multiply this by 2. And then let me try setting it to 6. And then over here, that can stay at -6. Let me try setting this to 1, or I'll keep it at 0.5, and then I'll set this to 2.5. Alright, let's see how this looks. And then once we get this to work, I'm gonna start setting up the fade system where it's gonna fade in, and then at the end it's gonna fade out, and the beam is also gonna fade out. If I'm shooting well, it disappears. That is still way too. I feel like it's not like decreasing its height. Why is it still going up so high? Yeah, because that is that's a little bit. What the heck? Is it at least following me? Oh, it's not even following me. Okay. Okay, so it's just going up in the sky for some reason. That's not good. Something's wrong. Relative position, some position. Let me see the arguments on this again. So offset, position Y change. I wonder why this isn't working. This is interesting. Let me try printing out relative position dot Y. That way I can just look at one number. And then I'm also gonna math dot round. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be moving around at all. I wonder why. Maybe is it because of this? Let's see what's inside of here. Max change. No, because this is the whole system basically. Everything else is kind of just like extra stuff. Delta.unit times max change. I forget exactly what this was doing. But yeah, this is all the TP stuff where like if it gets close enough, it'll just teleport to the position. This is the max change where it's gonna max out the so it maxes out the value. So it takes the unit and multiplies it by max change. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, this is the brunt of the whole system, and that means it should be working. Meaning it's a problem with whatever I'm passing as the arguments into maybe here. No, this should work though. Arguments dot player, and then player is this, yeah. Let me try. Yeah, I think I'll keep it here just to make sure everything's. And yeah, all these print statements, I already know it's running, so I can remove these. This is interesting. Okay, so we should start getting the print statements and everything. So it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, and then it's going up linearly though. It's not going up in like a and then it stops, and then it stops. But like yeah, that's a little bit more than the number 6, so I don't know. It went up a little bit more than 6, because yeah, 6 would have just been like this. And it's printing twice. It's printing twice. Position change, why? Oh, that's why, what the heck? Okay, yeah, that'll do it, bro. But, I don't know, because it should have still changed like the X and Y positions and everything. But that is gonna fix the height position. I think we'll see. If anything, it's kind of weird that it's working in the first place actually, because I was just throwing in a weird number. Oh, there we go, it's working now. So it was that, bro, bro. Okay, now it's too close to the ground. So yeah, let me try setting it back to 20. And also, let me try to multiply by 4 and then plus 16. So we can max out at 20, but it goes up to, yeah. Because yeah, sine, I think goes to positive 4, negative 4. So it goes down to 12 and it goes up to 20. I think this is it. I think this is it. I think this is it. Wow. Would you look at that? So basically, I'm just gonna have the mouse kind of, maybe even higher though, maybe even higher. It also doesn't seem to be going up and down. Is it going up and down? It is not going up and down, I don't think. It is not going up and down. Position change. Maybe this is too slow. Let me set this to 1. And then what else do I need to do? I'll bring this up to 20 though. It might be going up too slow. And then if this doesn't work, I'm gonna print out position Y change, which I probably should have done. Cause yeah, it doesn't. Oh no, perfect. It's tweening. It's going up and down now. You can see. That might be a bit too much up and down though. Maybe not though. Wait, why did it stop? It stopped. Okay, so it went up and down and it stopped. I wonder why it did that. So if it's bigger than 360, then it minuses. It should just keep running this. What happens if I just remove this? Maybe I'll have to remove that. And I think it was going a bit too much. So let me try 2.5 and then I'll set this to 21. 21. The end. That's it. That's the story, bro. That was a very intriguing and interesting story, bro. I won't lie, bro. The greatest story, the end, bro. Bro, the beginning and the end, bro. The beginning after the end, bro. If you know, you know, bro. Bro. Big circle goes up and... Okay, it should just be fading up and down now. Let me make sure. So it goes 35, 37. Oh, it stopped. Oh, it's because of the timer. It's because of the timer. So yeah, when I test out weight disconnect, I should probably set this to like 20 maybe. I think that's the reason why it's glitching out. I didn't realize 10 seconds was that short though. Wow. But yeah, so far we're making good progress. We're making good progress. This is exactly kind of where I want it to be at this point. So this is good. This is good. So yeah, we can yeah. So it should just keep going up and down. There we go, nice, it's working. So yeah, basically this giant thing is gonna follow you. Maybe it'd be an interesting idea to have it leave a trail. And yeah, it just expired basically is what happened. And yeah, it's gonna kind of just shoot out a laser wherever you have your mouse held down. Maybe it'd be even better if you don't even hold down your mouse, it just shoots at your mouse. It would be a lot easier to do as well, I think. So yeah, we just need to get the player's mouse position, and we're gonna constantly be retargeting the emitter to that position. So let's do that. So, oh no, we're gonna have to do a whole what is it called? Raycasting system. So I'm gonna do that. So local. I forgot how to do a raycast. I knew. How did I do the raycast on the other systems? I forgot. Because I remember I set up a custom system to... Oh, it's an ABF.raycast, that's right. but game dot workspace raycast. There we go. Nice. Raycast. So origin is gonna be the sun dot position. And actually, oh, while we're here, I'm gonna have to. Actually, no. I think I should be fine. Bang bang chicka bang gang. Go bro. Bye bro. I have to go. No. Okay. GG bro. I'll see you around, bro. I'll see you around. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for dropping by. Yes, sir. But yeah, we keep it pushing, bro. We keep it pushing. Direction. Let's see. So direction is gonna be. I'm pretty sure the direction has length as well. So I gotta set the position, which is gonna be hitbox1 dot position. And yeah, I think I will have to set the collision. Or do I have to? Do I have to? Maybe I don't have to. Maybe I don't have to. I'll test it, and if it makes it me have to, then I'll do some stuff. But yeah, the final one I'm pretty sure is the params. So yeah, abf.world init world raycast params. No arguments. Perfect. Deprecated use abf.rcp. Okay. RCP. Okay, that works actually. Is it everything? Oh no, so this is the raycast itself. So local. What does it return? I think it's a raycast result. What does it return if it's false though? No. Okay, I need to open up a tab for this. What the? Did I click on the wrong thing? Returns. Raycast result question mark or nil if no eligible part or cell or train cell was hit. Okay. Or nil. Base part. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna return a local raycast res result equals this, and then basically if not raycast result, that means that there was no end, and it's just gonna go to wherever the mouse ends at basically. So it's gonna be then I should probably put a question mark because it's supposed to be a question mark, or nil because it returns or nil. I'm just gonna have to set the hitbox1 dot position equals sun dot position. Or wait, let's see. So I'm gonna have to max out the length of the. And actually, I think let's see if I have something here. Not values. I don't think so. Okay. I remember doing this for the what's it called? Oh, you know what? I could probably just do it manually here actually. So hitbox1 dot position equals. We need the unit vector of the direction. So we need the direction. So we're gonna get the direction first. So is there sun dot position minus hitbox1 dot position, and that's gonna be the actual directional vector dot unit. I think this is gonna get the unit vector. So this is the unit vector, and then we're gonna multiply this by maximum distance. So whatever that's gonna be. And actually, I should probably do that before all this. Times max dist, and this is gonna be the vector 3, what is it called? Local cast line equals this. And max dist, we'll just pass that here actually. Max dist number. That way I can customize it whenever I need to. Max dist equals, and I'll just set it to, I'll set it to 100 for now, but that's probably too short. Maybe, you know what, I'll set it to 200. I'll set it to 200. And so yeah, we'll do args.maxdist, and then let's see. Hitbox1.position equals sun.position plus cast, yeah. Oh, and I should probably do it from sun.position as well. Alright, actually, you know, I could just do it here because I need it for both sides. So yeah, then we can just remove this, or cast line. Oh wait, I think I'm doing this wrong. Wait, no, because I'm supposed to be using the mouse position, but I'm not pulling mouse position. So I'm gonna have to probably fix up a lot of this stuff. And this is a separate selection section as well, so I'll probably make note of that. But yeah, we need the player's mouse position, so we're gonna have to pull it through a remote function. So local player or mouse position. And we're gonna do, oh perfect, that's exactly what I needed. Hit.position. I'm pretty sure, doesn't this already get the hit.position though? Let me double check. So that would be in the general local player. Yeah, it already gets the hit.position, so I don't actually need that. I remember doing that a while ago. See, the AI got it wrong. That's good to know. And actually, no, this isn't even right. Oh, no. Because, oh, so... No, because you can't get the mouse from the server, I don't think. So you're gonna... I have to do it from the client. So, and this is running it from the server. So this is all wrong. This is all wrong. And wait, args.player. So yeah, args.player dot... what is it called? Events get mouse. Dot events dot character dot events. What, this AI thing keeps popping up and I never use it. Let's see. So events dot get mouse invoke. I think I just gotta do it like that. Or is it invoke client? I think it's invoke client. I forget. Let me Google real quick. Invoke client. Yeah, if you're trying to get it, invoke client. Yeah, okay, perfect. Nice. So this is gonna be the mouse position. So we're gonna need to use it somewhere. Where are we gonna? So it's gonna be cast line sun.position minus mouse position dot unit. So yeah, this is gonna be the cast line. And then we're gonna set the hitbox position to wherever the yeah, something like this. What I'm wondering, wait, cast line, doesn't it? Or let's see. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we got cast line, we got that. Else, so this is if we do get a recast result, we're gonna do... Oh, perfect, there we go. I think that's everything. I think that's everything. But you know what, there is one thing, if this passes, if this returns nil, what it should do is just nothing. It should just ignore the rest of the code. So I'm gonna have to put a guard clause to check for mouse position, because it's not guaranteed that the client will send it. And if it doesn't, then I'm kind of cooked, basically. But technically, for now, it should work. Argument 1 is missing or nil. Oh, because I guess I gotta pass the player. Argus.player. And also, if not mouse position, then return end. Or then... or mouse pause. Or not mouse position is a vector 3, then return end. And return shouldn't do anything because it's just in the heartbeat function, so it's just gonna keep running anyways. Unlike like a while loop where if you return, it's just gonna exit the whole thing. And yeah, I'll have to put the comment for end guard clause right there as well, and then I don't know if I'm gonna put a comment to like differentiate different portions of the code, just because I mean technically they're just running at the same time. Whoa, what is going on? Isa is not a valid member of vector 3. Not a valid member of vector 3. I guess I can't do it like this then. Let me see what I can do instead. I wonder if the AI's got an idea. Not working. Mouse position is oh, type of is about. Okay, I'll do it like that then. So I guess that other stuff, that sort of system only works if oh shoot, I just got an error. No, what is the error? Let's see, what is this error? Oh, it's gonna be not equal to like this. So yeah, let me just go ahead and fix that. Alright, there we go. Okay, come on. Come on. The map is like glitching out. What in the world? Dang it. Okay. Position is not a valid member of vector 3. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, of course not. Okay. Alright, let's see if that works. Okay. We'll see, we'll see. We will see, we will see. Yeah, the map is glitching out. So wait, what is going on? So something's happening. Something weird is happening. The laser is like doing some weird stuff. I think it's let's see. It's not getting its some position. Oh, because this is supposed to be direction. So I don't want this. But for this one I do want it, so we're gonna do. There we go. let's see. Let's try this out. Let's try this out. We also do have to check if the player even exists in the first place, because if the player doesn't exist, like they left, then this is gonna glitch out a bunch as well. Yeah, that's an important thing I gotta check. Let's see. Okay, so it's reversed. I don't know what's going on here. But it's reversed. Why is it reversed? Sun position, I guess. Is it because it's supposed to be destination minus? Maybe it's supposed to be like this. Destination minus current position. Maybe that's right. I think that's right. I could maybe also multiply it by, or I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. There we go. It's working, it's working. I think I can probably. Was this? I don't think this is bugging anything, but I'm gonna bring it back. And then, yeah, let's do one final test, and then if it works this time, then I'm just gonna start setting up the. I do need to check on the player existing so that it doesn't bug out after that. But once I'm finished with that, I'm gonna also have to. Let's see. Yeah, the other ability as well. So we can shoot the laser. Maybe I want to increase the Z index though, because it's not showing above the wall, so I can't really see like the explosion itself, which is kind of weird. So yeah, I'll increase the Z index on the particle as well. Okay, so they're all set to -2 except for this one. So I'll set this one to 1, I'll set these all to 2. Oh, but you know what? Because of that, it's also gonna be... This beam is gonna be below... Maybe it's not though, maybe it's not though. Okay. Well, I guess this is working then. And now it should just be showing above. Alright, nice. So that's that. And this is working as well. I wish the particles didn't disappear when I get close, so I wonder if there's a way to fix that. To fix particle. Particles disappearing. Alt S. You can open settings by pressing Alt S. Alright, yeah, I mean, I think that should work. I think that should work. So yeah, let's just set up some visual stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna do check on the player. If the player doesn't exist, then we're just gonna not run this. I think I'll pull in PLRF and then I'm gonna just do player exists, and we'll do then we're gonna exit the function. So we're gonna end the whole. We're gonna do cleanup event fire. And same thing with the setup event. Yeah, we're gonna have to fade in a bunch of stuff. It's gonna be kind of weird, but I think I got this. So let's start off with the usual, right? I'm gonna have to rename all of these. So I'm gonna rename that to something simple like a shine. I don't know. Hitbox. Or yeah. We'll call these ones shine, and then we'll call these ones the ones over here are gonna be called sunny. I don't know, yeah. So we're gonna do ABF dot, and then let's also disable all these particles as well. So we'll disable them, and then ABF dot. We're gonna initialize this, or this is gonna be transparency. Okay, so I already set to 1, nice. And then we're gonna set this one to 1, and we're gonna also set the point lights to brightness to 0, and they're gonna go up to 1. They're also gonna shadow. So we're gonna need the reference to the lights though. So local sunlight, it's gonna be point light equals sun, and then we're gonna have to probably rename this attachment to like center, sun dot center dot point light, and then we can do local explosion light point light equals, I don't think is it attached to anything? No, it's not. Okay. It should probably be attached to this though. So I'll attach it to this, which is gonna be center. It's gonna be hitbox1 dot center dot point light. Is that everything? I think that's everything for here. And yeah, we just gotta start fading things in basically. Position Y change. Yeah, that's for the loop, so I'll keep those connected. And then I'll do all the visual stuff here. So sun light, we'll do ABF dot set up glow light, sunlight ABF dot TI2, and then we're gonna do brightness is gonna be 1. We're also gonna set it up for the explosion light. So we got the lights going. So ABF dot fade object transparency 2. So we're gonna do sun, comma, we'll set it to 0, and then abf.ti2, same thing as usual. And then abf dot toggle particles named, and then we're gonna do model comma let's do sunny. Was it sunny? I think it was, yeah, it was sunny. And I think that's about, actually maybe what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it up so that task dot delay, we'll set it on a 1 second delay, and then we're gonna enable the sunny particle. I don't know what else. We have the beam, which is like automatically running as well. So I think with the beam, I think they all have the same transparency. So yeah, I'm gonna copy this whole transparency sequence. I'm gonna probably use it for the code system. So let's see. So the first one, 0 is 0. This one is at 0.5 is 0.3. Oh no, 0.3 is 0.5. Alright. And then over here, whoops. 0.5 is 0.38, and then 0.7, I think. Yeah, 0. Or wait, 5. It should be 8 maybe. Oh no, it should be 3, 5, 7. It should be 7. Okay. Is 0.5 as well, and then it goes back to 1 is 0. Oh no, this should be 1. This should be 1. Okay, so yeah, this is the whole system. I will have to set up the system so that it also has those values though. So I'll set them all defaulted to 1. But I'll set their times to what I set them to. There we go. So that's everything. All I have to do is just fade it in. So and let's see, so abf dot fade beams named, fade trail beams named, and then we're gonna do beam. And then key points, this is gonna be the table of key points. It's gonna be key point dot new. So the first one is going to be at time 0 is going to be 1. Alright, and so let's keep going. Let's keep going with this. 2 is 0 0.3, 0 0.5, 0.7, and then 1. 0 0.5, 0 0.5, and I think this one is 0 0.3. 0.38. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, and that should be about right. And then we do need to fade it by 2 seconds. And then at the very end, when it disconnects, I'm just gonna have to basically fade it all back to 1. Kind of like that. Alright. And we have to disable all particles as well. So this is going to be true. Maybe it's best if I just pull these all out again. And then maybe for fading out it's going to be 1 second. And we don't really need a delay for the disabling, so false. And I'll set these all to TI1. And then transparency will fade to 1, and then set up glow light to 0. Set up glow light to 0. What else? Let's see. Toggle particle named. Other than that, I think we do need to enable the particles for explosion as well, so shine. I think that's everything. Okay, let's test it. Let's test it. Hopefully it works. Oh. Well, there was that one particle that was already running. I think these should probably be on a 2-second delay maybe. This one maybe should just run instantly. And this one should run after a 2-second delay. I should also enable its damage ability to damage stuff, and then we'll see from there. Yeah, that one I forgot to disable it. I'm gonna have to disable that. I don't know, something's off. Maybe it's too fast. Maybe it's too fast. Let me set this to 0.025 and then I'll set this to 0.2. Something's off though. Something's off. Let me try TI. I think it'd be nice if I. Oh yeah, I'll try TI 3. So I'll set it all to 3 seconds. And hopefully that helps a little bit. Okay, let's try this. So yeah, that one particle, I gotta disable that because yeah, it looks kind of weird. It looks kind of weird. Where is it? And maybe I'll even make it even slower. I'll set this to 0.1. Yeah, one of these is enabled. Yeah, let me disable them all. Wait, what's all this stuff at the bottom? This is new, I think. Execute a command with control enter. I think that's new, maybe it's not. Boom, okay. Maybe it's too fast. Maybe I should have it slowly move towards the mouse. Yeah, it kind of looks a little jittery because it's so fast. Maybe, I think I gotta, it's not destroying itself as well also. I think I gotta, at the end it's gonna not only disconnect running, but it's gonna do, maybe I do have to do it from here, so I'll do clean up fire. I think it needs this delay. What I'm gonna do is it's only gonna start doing damage once I set up the task delay. And then I'm also gonna have to set this up to move towards the mouse slowly, which is gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. Yeah, how do I do this? So mouse position. It's gonna go to mouse position. How do I want to do this? I kinda need some water, I won't lie. I need some water. Maybe some milk actually. Juice. Buy a big jug of juice or something, bro. Let's see. How do I want to do this? What was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna have it kind of like slowly go towards the mouse. So actually, let me throw in a to do at the top just so I remember what I'm trying to do. Mouse. Maybe I'll throw this in the document actually. slow mouse follow. Also, what I'm gonna have to do then is the hitbox 1.position equals args dot position. Okay, and that's gonna help a little bit. It's gonna tween towards the mouse position, I think. It's gonna look a little weird, but I think it should work. Because right now it just instantly goes through the mouse position. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. So yeah, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Where am I using mouse position? I'm gonna switch that out. Mouse position right here. So yeah, instead of using mouse position, I'm gonna use it as a local destination, target destination, target vec maybe. Vector 3 equals, and then we're gonna do a gen f dot lerp vector 3, and we're gonna do from, which is gonna be mouse position. No, it's gonna be from, what is it called? Hitbox 1.position to mouse position. Alpha is gonna be 0.2. Max change, well, I can just set that to 1, I guess. TB interval 0.01. And then instead of using target, we're gonna use target vec. Okay, let's see how this looks. Alrighty, that should just lerp the mouse position, so it's gonna be kind of slower. Please work. I don't see how this doesn't work is the thing, so it should just work, hopefully. Maybe it might be too slow though, potentially. Yes, oh my gosh, bro. It's always good when things work like this. Oh yeah. So you can see it's like kind of lerping over to my mouse position now. It might be too slow though, it might be too slow. But it is working though, it is working though. Great, so let's see, let's try, I think I'll set this to 2 and then I'll set this to 0.25. Maybe I'll set this to, yeah, I'll keep it, let's just try this, let's just try this and hopefully it works. And then if this works, I can set up the hitbox system where it does damage to enemies, and then after that, I think it should just be implementing it into the sword, and then other than that, I don't know. Let's see. That's a little bit too slow still, I think. But the thing is, it depends on the server's speed, so maybe that's like kind of not a good idea, but like at the same time, I don't think it really matters that much. But yeah, alright. Great, I think that's everything. I think that's everything, so yeah, we'll just have to make it do damage now. I will make it a little bit faster though, so maybe I'll set this to 0.05. Basically just double the speed, and I'll set this to 0.25 just to make it a little bit faster, because it shouldn't be like super slow. It should be a little bit slower though. So I'll set this to 30 also. Oh, actually, no, I'll set it to the lifetime. I'll set it to 30. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save the project, and then think that's everything. I think that's everything. Let's see. We just need to set up the cleanup event so that it cleans everything up. So we need to clean up all sunny. We need to clean up all shine. We need to fade the beam to nothing. We need to fade the sun to nothing. And we're doing that. Is that everything? And then at the very end, maybe I'll wait 5 seconds. Oh, whoops. Let's see. Maybe 200 range is a bit too much. I mean, I don't know. Overall, this should be working. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna set up damage. So, let's see. How do I want to do this? So, how do I do it for the other one? I mean, I think I just do a while loop. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do a destroy basically. And actually maybe instead of doing it like this is kind of a weird way to do it. I'll do 0.5. Every 0.5 seconds it's gonna do a explosion, kinda a damage tick basically. Maybe that might be too slow. I'll set it to 0.4. I'll set it to 0.35, but I'll make the damage a little bit slower, a little bit weaker, so I need also weapon functions for this, so where was I working? There we go. Oh wait, what? Oh, right here, okay. So the self-mod is going to be whoa, what did I just do? So self model is going to be player.character. Hitbox is going to be hitbox 1. Hit amount is going to be hit a maximum of 5 enemies at a time. Hit list is just going to be an empty table. Hit callback function, hit callback self model, other model. And then other parts, O part, base part. Let's do O model dot, let's do damage. So we're gonna need effect functions. Damage model, so we're gonna do model or O model, comma amount, which is gonna be, we can set it to do 15 damage per tick. Maybe that's too much. I'll do 10. Percent amount 0. From model is gonna be S model. I think that's everything. Okay, let's test it. This should do damage now. So I'm gonna spawn some enemies and then we can shred them. This might be too OP too. I'm gonna have to balance a lot of this. This is gonna be a lot of balancing because I'm just like throwing in numbers right now. Okay, spawn some enemies. We got our test subjects. Oh yeah, this thing is way too OP. Yeah, this thing's a bit too OP. Okay, its hitbox isn't super big though, so you know what I might do? I might actually increase the hitbox size. Because it's actually not that big, I was noticing it was kind of hard to hit that one dude. So maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the hitbox size, but I'm going to decrease the amount of enemies it can hit at the same time. So maybe it'll hit only like, yeah, I'll set it to like about this size. But it can only hit 2 enemies at a time. And it does a lot less damage because maybe that was like way too much damage. Weight amount plus, and maybe this should be even slower. So 0.4. Every 0.4 seconds is going to do a damage tick. Alright. Hopefully I can get this to work. And then once it's working, we are gonna be on a roll. Crazy roll. Oh, I gotta spawn some enemies. Okay, now it does way too little damage. They're like not even taking damage now. This is too OP. Okay, I mean it's not OP because it lets like no damage, but like it is OP in the way that you don't have to even be near enemies and you can just like drop a nuke on them. Look at this. They don't even stand a chance. Okay, so I do need to buff it a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this to 0.2. So that's gonna by itself buff it a ton. So that's more responsive too also. But also what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make its lifetime a little bit shorter because maybe 30 seconds of that is a bit too OP. So I'm gonna set the lifetime to maybe like 20 seconds. And then at the end I also have to make sure that it doesn't do damage anymore. So well actually no, because it already defaults to turn off. But the problem is that I need to make sure that this is actually showing and everything. So what I have to do is I have to set up a variable for like maybe let's call it local running bool or damage enabled boolean equals false, and we'll set it to true at the very end. And then maybe I'll even throw a test out wait of like 1 second after the 3-second delay to have everything show up, just because everything does take a little bit of time to show up. Set up glow light. I think I'll set this to 2, because yeah, we already have a pretty fast run for that. So basically what I'm gonna do is inside of here, if not damage enabled, then task.wait 0.1, and we're gonna do continue. So it's just not gonna run any of that, and I should probably throw that end card clause in then. I also have to throw it up here too. Die. It's still not that good actually. It's not super OP. It's not as OP because it is the final ability. So for it to be this weak is pretty bad. Even if like you can just like shoot from like, maybe its ability is OP by the way that you don't have to be close to the enemy and you can precision hit them. Maybe that's what causes it to be OP, not like this damage output. And the fact that I still have my sword too, I can still use my sword as a weapon. I think the best way to buff this maybe is not to increase its damage, but to increase its lifetime. I think that's the play. Is there anything I'm missing? I think I'm not really missing anything. I think that's everything. Okay, I'm gonna test it. Out. Oh. So yeah, the fact that you can get blocked by walls too is pretty good. So yeah, it's kind of weird because you have to like precision it. Like you have to like kind of aim where you want to shoot it and everything. So I think it is actually kind of balanced because it doesn't do a ton of damage. You can see like it's not killing them instantly. But yeah, kind of what I was talking about earlier. Like I think its buff is that it can't move super fast, and it kind of like it lags behind you. So that's kind of like its weakness. And yeah. Oh, that was a bit too fast. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the wait time to 8 seconds, and I think with that, I think it's finished. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make sure everything's working. I'm gonna remove like extra lines. Yeah, okay, perfect. So now what I'm gonna do is as simple as just drag and drop and we're chilling. We're closing in. Holy cow. This is gonna be a joyful time, bro. Alright, so I take this. Where is it? Server storage, ability storage. It's inside of here now. Dragon Knight Sun. And now all I gotta do is the Dragon Knight Sword Tier 3. And then we just gotta come over here, custom, ability generator, add ability 2. Alright, and so inside of here, all we have to do is just abf.spawn ability, Dragon Knight Sun, arguments, and then we'll just throw in the same arguments that we had over here. That's kind of why I saved this part of code. Except we're gonna replace a lot of this stuff with just player and player. I think that's it. Let's see. I think it'd be fun to have it like because it is kind of hard to tell that it's working. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the abf dot emit particle named, and I'm gonna emit the, what particle is it? Lightning. We're gonna just emit like 40 of them, so you can at least tell that the ability is running, because I can't really like fade anything in, so we'll just spam a ton of particles. It's gonna look kind of weird, but you should be able to tell that you did something. And yeah, I mean, I think that's everything. Let me double check there's no to-dos left. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any to-dos. Okay, let's test ability 2. Press 5. That light kind of faded in pretty fast. Okay, wait, I think that was wrong. Cause yeah, that tweened in really quickly. I don't know. Where was it? TI3. It didn't seem like 3 seconds. That glow, that went like pretty fast. So let me see if there's like a. Okay, let me try this. Maybe it's because of the particles too. I don't know. Alright, so ability 5, boom. Alright, I mean, yeah, it's about alright. And yeah, it shoots a giant laser towards your mouse. You can still use your weapon attack and everything. It's just now you have a giant laser that follows you. Wait, maybe it is kind of OP, I don't know. Let me try spawning some more enemies. Wait a second, wait. If I leave it for a few seconds, then I... Wait, let me try something. Oh crap. Let me bring this guy over here. Oh yeah, that's a problem. I know what's happening. Okay, so they're not destroying themselves. They're not disconnecting. That's really bad. That's really bad. Because it means you can charge up and just do like 1 billion damage in one hit. So yeah, what I have to do is I have to check for the current enabled one. So I'll set it to local, or no, I'll do current enabled equals this. And if current enabled, then webf dot object disable attack, and then we'll do current enabled equals nil, and we'll do over up here local current enabled is it rbx circumconnection equals nil. Or actually, we don't even have to set it to anything. And that should fix that. That should fix that. Cause yeah. Alright, and then we'll do a end guard clause. And then we'll throw that up here as well. And maybe I will separate sections, so I'll call this one the, what is this one? I don't really know. Also, I don't know if I should be running heartbeat every... whatever. we'll just recast every heartbeat. This is not a good whatever. There's a better way? Maybe. There might be a better way. Either way though. Let me make sure that the ability disables when I unequip my weapon, so ability do not disable. I can spawn a secondary one. Oh crap. Yeah, this might be a bit OP. Okay, yeah, so I need to make sure that when I unequip my weapon, it destroys itself. So I need to reference to the item, so because like some abilities is fine if you unequip and then it stays, but like for something like this, it's pretty important that the thing goes away when you, well actually no, maybe it doesn't matter, because when you use it, it's just gonna stay with you basically. No, I think it's better this way actually. Yeah. So all I have to do though is I have to set the cooldown over here, lifetime to 45, and I'll set the cost mana consumption to 50. So it's gonna be pretty heavy, maybe even 6. Or yeah, it's a pretty OP ability. And let's go ahead and make sure that it works one more time. And I also need to make sure the particles were actually emitting. I didn't really check that. I need to make sure that I can see the particles kind of emitting off the sword. Come on. Okay, so yeah, it did work. So yeah, it kind of just made it, maybe 40 is a bit too much actually. And actually, I think even better than all this, I should probably set the cooldown, the delay to 6 seconds maybe. That way the sun is already in the sky and then it starts shooting. Because it's still like floating while it starts shooting and it looks kind of weird. So I'll spawn some enemies in. Let's go ahead and press 5. The ability comes up, it uses my mana, and then it should start shooting anytime now. There we go. You know, wait. Oh, you know what? Oh, I know what's wrong. Okay. I'm using the wrong thing. So this setup glow light, this is not what I think it's doing. So it's abf dot fade or glow dot Set up glow light until, there we go, yeah. So I think this is what I need. So I'll also need the reference variable, so disable local, disable sunlight, local disable, what is it called? Explosion light. And then we're gonna do we're just gonna run those at the very end over here. Instead of doing it like this, we're just gonna do kind of like that. Okay, and then this should work. This should work. Whoa, kind of just like instantly. I don't think it's working. Let's see, it should fade away once it runs out. It is still shooting the laser, of course. Alright. So the fade away works, but I feel like the that particle takes a while to go away. Maybe okay, let's see. I guess I should probably set this to 12 then. It's kind of a long cutoff time. And then maybe I'll set this to 50 because I noticed that it didn't feel like it was a good wait time. So and maybe this is a bit too much. This is a bit too long. So I'll set it to 30 seconds. I'll set this to 40. What was I thinking though? Yeah, the light. Let me make sure I know what this does. It just sets it to this. Oh. Is there anything that fades brightness in? No, wow. I don't have anything to fade brightness in. That's crazy actually, wow. I thought I did. Okay. What I'm gonna do is wait, no. So it's gonna default to this. don't know actually why I did this. This doesn't make much sense, but either way, I mean it works. Fade brightness, then we're gonna start with whatever we start with. Also, this should probably not be local. Let's do light brightness equals light dot brightness. Oh no, it's gonna fade it into it, so it's gonna be ts create light comma tag comma no, it ends. Wait, what? So it starts, let's say it starts at 0, it goes. This is so weird. I don't know what I was doing here. I think I was not thinking straight at all. So yeah, I'm gonna probably undo all that. I'm just gonna make a new function, honestly, because honestly, yeah, this function is kind of cooked. Dot fade glow, fade light. Fade light. So we'll just do light, point light, ti, tween, info, brightness. Is that everything? So yeah, we're just getting the light brightness. Or we don't even need light brightness, honestly. We just gotta play the tween. I think this, it might just be a one-line function, honestly. Let's see, because we just need the light. And then we tween it over to brightness, and then we just play it. It's just nice to have it as an external function, so I don't have to like think about all like these arguments and everything. Okay, so yeah, I think I'll just use this new function, fade light. And if I use that, I can just set this to 0.3. It also means I don't need any of this stuff. Let me go ahead and copy this, undo that, and then I'm just gonna paste it over here. We're gonna fade it all back to 0. And you know what, since it does take kind of a long time for the effect to go, maybe I will set it to 3. I'll set all this to 3. And also, I kind of think it might be an interesting idea to keep the so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do damage enabled equals false, so it no longer does damage. But I'm not gonna disconnect it until everything's done over here. That way it still follows you. Running disconnect. I need to set up the local variable over here. So we'll disconnect it down there, or if running then. Then we'll disconnect it. Alright, there we go. So that's that. what else do I have to do? What else do I have to do? So yeah, now it should stay following me. It might be a good idea to have the, what is it? This plus 21. I'm gonna set it as a variable and I'm gonna make it decrease. Local height number equals 21, and we'll set it to height. And basically, destroying, I'll set up a variable for destroying. And if destroying, then it's gonna be where is it? Right here, yeah, so then height will minus equal dt times 0.5 maybe? Oh wait, no, I think I'll set it to 1. Or maybe I'll just set it to 1 over, maybe 5 over d3, 2? I don't know, I'll have to test it. Why does this keep coming up here? I guess it's whatever. Okay, I think that's everything. I'm gonna try testing it. Okay, 5. Spawns a big orb. Okay, nice. The light fades in. That's good. That's what I was going for. Alright, and everything's working so far. Is it just me or is it going kind of lower? Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's always been this high. Yep, okay, I'm shooting my laser. Just hanging out, and then let's see what happens at the end. It should just disable anytime now. There we go. So it's still following me, but yeah, oh, wrong ability. But yeah, so yeah, you should be able to chain abilities. So if I use this ability and then I can still attack with this one. Yeah, die, boom. Yeah, I still gotta fix the attack animations and everything. But let's say I press 5 now. I got 2 abilities going. Any second now, these guys are about to get wrecked. Okay, it actually doesn't do that much damage, and I think it's because of the new, because I fixed the hitbox. Let me make sure it's working. Yeah, so it doesn't stack damage anymore. Because yeah, that was pretty bad. So since it doesn't stack damage anymore, I think I should probably buff it. Because now it does like barely any damage. Maybe I'll set it to 8 damage. 8 point. I'll do 10 damage maybe. I'll do 10 damage. So basically double the damage output. And let's check it out. Let's check out this ability. Let's see how it does. Mm-hmm. And with that, we're done. We're done with everything. We are done with everything. Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, it's been a grind. It's been a grind. We're done with all the weapon abilities. That's crazy. What the heck? We're done. We're done. There's no way. This is awesome. Yeah, I mean we're done. That's crazy. That is so crazy. That is actually crazy. Everything else is just fixing bugs, fixing like small issues. But yeah, like now that we're done with ability systems, I can like delete this from my to-do. What is this? Only free, or I think I already watched that video. But yeah, we're done. We are done. Yeah, so what that means is basically, if I come over here, yeah, I did all of this. Boom, and yeah, I can mark these off as well. And then maybe what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw these below here. And then backlog or previous to-dos, I'm gonna throw it at the top. Let's see what else. That was a big chunk too. We did it. So yeah, now we're just fixing bugs. We're fixing bugs until... So I think what I'm going to do is next stream, I'm going to be fixing a ton of bugs. And then after that, I'm going to work on the armor plugin. And then after that, if I'm able to finish it, if not, I'll just keep working on the armor plugin. And then after that, we're going to start spamming out armor sets. We're going to spam out armor sets like there's no tomorrow, basically. Just like armor set a day, maybe even more than that. And if I can do that, we should be good. We should be good. Because I do have to make 30 different armor sets, which is going to take a while. But like at the same time, it's not like I have to like make abilities for the armors. It's just different stats and stuff. Yes. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Crafting while equipped. La la. So yeah, let me configure this to do so that I can kind of figure out exactly what bugs I need to fix, and which ones are like pretty important to fix. So we got this. Circle glitch out. What does it mean? Circle glitch out. I don't know what that means. Crafting while equipped doesn't remove ability slot on. Oh yeah, that's pretty important to fix. Hog fix freeze. Oh yeah, this is actually probably more important than all this stuff though. And I don't know what circle glitch out means. Circle glitch out. Circle. I got no clue. I'm just gonna remove that from the to-do. I mean, you know what? I'll throw it at the bottom in case I remember later on. But I don't think I'm gonna remember for a while. Fix bug, local inventory. Yeah, that's super important. Cause yeah, sometimes when I found when I was testing the game, on the actual game server, when I craft items, sometimes it gives me copper ore as the item instead of the actual item. It has to do something with like I don't know, because like it's always worked for the local system. Yeah, it's always worked for the local system, but sometimes it doesn't work for the server, like the actual game server. So I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I mean, after that, it's just gonna be super simple to-dos on this, and then it's gonna be the armor plugin. So I'll throw it over here. Armor plugin. And then after that, yeah, it's gonna be all this random stuff. XP system, monsters. And then strength damage increase, da da da. These are just tests. Fix hog state machine lag on follow target. I think that's already a thing I gotta fix. But yeah, alright. That's next stream though. So recap, let's do a simple recap real quick. Kind of what we've done today. If I open up this server real quick. And I press 4. First ability, just wings pop out. You get wings, you can attack and everything. Nothing really much changes, it's just simple old stuff, right? Other ability, press 5. Giant sun spawns. Shoots a giant laser. It does take a lot of mana though, so I think the main limiting factor to these abilities is going to be the mana consumption. So yeah, you won't be able to spam them because it takes a lot of mana. But I do want it to be able to be where like you can still use abilities whenever you need to. So, and there's also gonna be like mana potions and stuff like that where you can give in more mana. But yeah, there we have it. And oh wait, that actually didn't take that much mana. I think the ability one maybe should take a little bit more mana. So yeah, let me come back to that. How much mana is it taking right now? 25. It felt like a little bit less than that. I'll set it to 30. And I'll set it to 30 on the tier 2 as well. Cause yeah, 20 isn't that much at all. Or 25, I mean. So I'll set it to 40 actually. Maybe I'll make the lifetime a little bit longer though, so I'll set it to like 35. And then cooldown will be... Oh wait, no. I'll make this one last a little bit longer, so I'll set it to 40 seconds, and this one is on 45. So basically, you're getting more value for this one because it lasts a lot longer. So that's kind of why it costs a lot more as well. But it doesn't even cost that much more. I mean, kind of it does. So maybe I'll set this to 35. Alright, I think that's good. Was that ability 1 though? But that's ability 1 for the tier 3. Yeah, okay, nice. That's it. That's it. We're done. Alright. So yeah, next up, bug testing, fixing a bunch of errors, fixing a bunch of those little things that are kind of like messing things up. And yeah, after that, we're chilling. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.